G'day all you chokers and welcome to Cameras. The bye rounds be fast approaching now. Oh boy. With the AFL season, the bye time has finally arrived. Well, I guess it's about time we go through our round 11 tips, even though I've just started because, well, I'm impatient man. I've got things to do. Roll the tape. First game of the week was the Swans and the Bulldogs, and well, I was gallant to think that maybe Bulldogs could pull something off here, and while they definitely tried, Sydney are just too good at the moment. They're way too good. They are mental. They did lose a fair bit of percentage only because they didn't completely smash the Bulldogs, because Bulldogs currently don't want to be very easy to beat. But I just don't see Swans losing anytime soon, at least until round 21. Till then, they're going to be pretty much the top of the teams. They're going to be the best in the entire comp for the moment. Whatever. Won't last for long, but we'll get you. Hopefully. I promise. Second game of the week on Friday was Collingwood and Fremantle. Well, look, I was hoping that Fremantle would wake up a little bit, and if they kicked that last little goal, they would have got it, but they didn't. They choked a little, but they didn't choke everything. They were doing well, but they just really needed to hold on a little bit better. But I'll give them credit, they at least did very well to go against a pretty good, currently resurging Collingwood, which a lot of people probably didn't see. But I had a feeling. I think Freo is usually good playing in the middle of the season, but I respect it. Also, the umpiring in this game was fucking shocking. This is terrible. It's terrible. Kaput. And then you've got the pair and North Adelaide. Was there any doubt? There was a little doubt actually for me. But the fact that we let them lead for at least a quarter really irks me. I don't like that. That should not be happening against the bottom side that can't actually do anything at the moment, which I frankly still think is better than Richmond, but let's not go there. At least for this week, they're not. They were worse. They just had no fight in them, but we should have done so much better. We did get the good shellacking, but not enough. I genuinely think not enough. We need to start really putting small teams and start just demolishing them. We need that percentage really badly. And of course, no, didn't work out for long. We'll take the win in the end, just like we did with the Hawks. But I mean, next up we've got Carlton and the Suns, and I'm really depressed about how this game went. Suns, I will give credit, did actually stay in the game for quite a lot of that. They only really kind of choked about the end and kind of just lost their steam, while Carlton just basically ripped off their brakes and just decided to go full tilt. But I give a lot of credit to the Suns. They did try really hard in this. So to say that they played bad away, I don't think tracks at the moment. They did play well. It's just I think Carlton and Marvel is really hard because they typically tend to really play good for the first few quarters and then go full tilt in the last one. I know too well. I really would like to see the Suns be able to beat someone away though. They're going to need to do it if they want the finals. Very important, very important. But I have faith. I don't know how long it's going to happen, but it should happen soon enough. The penultimate game on the Saturday is the Cats and the Giants, and I just knew how it was going to play out. I knew that it was going to be the Giants winning the Geelong, because Geelong currently have, like, even with injuries that they apparently have sustained, they have lost any momentum that they had after losing that other game, just screeching to a halt. While the Giants really, I think, have some mad gumption in GMHBA, which again I am super jealous of. We never have this. Haven't they won like 4 consecutive matches in GMHBA? When can we do this? I mean, I know we won this year somehow, but I don't care. That's 17 years ago. GWS have done this 4 times in a row. It's not fair. Let us do this, man. This is bullshit. Anyways, full props to GWS. They did well. They fixed what they needed to with their forward line. They did be really inaccurate in the first quarter, but kind of solved that later on and just came in barreling. And then they did hold on when Geelong was trying to come back. They said no. Nice. The ultimate game on the Saturday is the dream time of Richmond and Essendon. Didn't work out well for Essendon almost. I don't know, they have some sort of allergic reaction to when they're 2 goals ahead of a team. They just decide to, nah, no more goals right now. We just need to let them be close so we can get them to think that they're going to win. Or something like that. I have no other reason why they would not try so hard to actually have a good percentage boost, especially against the Richmond side that is so depleted. It is actually becoming not funny because they're about to lose out of people. They almost don't even have 22 players ready. What's going to happen if that happens? Do they just start plucking people out from like 7-Elevens and something in the CBD? I don't understand it, but we'll see what happens. I'm worried about how Richmond's going to go even now, but Essendon, I feel like their time's coming that they're going to just drop off something chronic. Because playing like this against literal wooden spooner contention, not good. Not good at all. The first game of the final day on Sunday will be the Brisbane Lions and the Hawks. I really like how this game played out in particular because I just knew Hawks would just come to play this. It's at Marvel, so again, it's any type of travelling that Brisbane Lions typically hate. They're pretty averse to it. And, well, I'm pretty glad about the Hawks kind of because I just knew they would come to this because they almost beat us at home. So I just thought maybe they'll continue that because they probably will be like really hungry for a win because they were really hungry for a last time and they got stolen. So I just had a good feeling, and they just belted Brisbane Lions for most of that. They didn't really allow them to have much ball of anything. They just went, nah, this is ours. You stay in the corner, you go away, bugger off, and don't come out of there. That's what they basically did to Brisbane Lions, just relegated them directly into the naughty corner. Whatever. The second to last game is Kilda and Melbourne. Yeah. Kilda season's over, straight up. They're not getting back from this. They're currently bottom 4 side. There is no chance in hell that I see them coming back to make finals. Unless they go on a mad winning streak like we did last year, not a chance. No chance in hell. They really have dropped off quite badly. Their defence is okay, but their forward line is non-existent. But even then, their defence kind of wanes. Like, they got pierced pretty good by Melbourne a lot of the time. And could not touch a lot of Melbourne's at all. It's a bit weird to see, but interesting how they've fallen off. They did really well last year. What happened? Nah, it's kind of like us when we were in 2022. That was bad to see too. But not enough to kill her out of the final contention. What a shame. And the final game of round 11 is the Eagles and the Crows. I was so hoping that the Eagles would at least try and do something. I don't know why I tipped them. Really, I know they don't travel well. I just thought maybe this is the start of something from last week. But nah, it wasn't. They just did nothing. They just let Adelaide run all over them. And while I know the Crom are good at the Oval, I just really hoped that they were going to do something different, something new, something fresh. And they didn't. They let us all down. The wet toast let us down. They're back to being wet toast, even though I still think they're better than current bottom 4 side. I don't know. They need more gumption in their game, and they need to figure out how to play outside of Optus and quick smart. Because they're getting a good list now. They just need the gumption to play proper games. Ugh. Oh, and shout out to an Economist Plays. He made a tip Geelong, but no one else did the thing. Only I did, so and I tipped the Giants. And I can't shout out myself because that would just be weird. Or at least I can. Shout out to Cameras then. I won. Somehow. Okay, that's the 11 tips done. Roll out number 12! Alrighty, rounds Wolf. Well, the first game is Pear and Carlton. I'm having worries about this again. I always get the willies whenever we're playing against a team. Is this at Oval? It's at Oval. This is not good because we apparently are not playing too good at the Adelaide Oval. I would not be shocked if Carlton beat us here. However, if I'm not mistaken, I think Carlton have won at Adelaide Oval literally once, and that was in a gather round, not against us. So, I'm going to tip us anyway. I'm going to tip us by 20. I will not be shocked if Carlton do beat us though, because right now, even though we are currently, I think, 3rd, I really don't like how we're playing at the moment. We need to really wake up our forward line, which is typically pretty good, and our defence is completely nothing. It's no defence. Everyone says it's a good defence. It's not. It's not so easy to break through. Like, we need better stuff and quick if we want to beat Carlton, because Carlton are not too bad. They like to do upsets on a dime, and I hope this isn't technically considered an upset because I will lose the floor, but it probably is. Just don't get pummeled, please. If you lose by 1. I don't want to get completely smashed. That's your one game for the Thursday done. Next time on a Friday is the Bulldogs and the Collingwood. No. No, I know our Bulldogs is trying hard to come back. I'm going to tip Collingwood. Nah. It's at Marvel. Come on. Even though I know Bulldogs, it's their kind of their, in quotes, home turf. It's in VFL land anyway. It means no difference to me. I'm going to, tip Collingwood by 18. I have good feelings that Collingwood will continue to try and really get more wins. They really want that finals, and they're not doing too bad right now after a really rocky start. I see them doing well. I see them doing well, very well. They just need to, floor it. They didn't floor it enough last time. Let's see if that changes. The first game on the Saturday is Crom and the Hawks. And unfortunately now you can't really write off Crom at the MCG because they did almost beat Collingwood. However, I just think right now Hawks are berserk. So I think I'm going to go for the Hawks at the moment. Hawks by 8. I won't be shocked if the Crom do a beat, because I think if Hawks don't come to town in this game, Crom could smash them. But I believe Hawks still want to be kind of hungry for more wins, and this is the time to get it. This is their time to get it, because Crom do not travel very well. But they don't travel not too bad at the MCG anymore. They didn't do too bad last time. So honestly, I'm not sure at this point. Or maybe they just do good against Collingwood. I don't know. I'm not a VFL doctor. Don't talk to me about that. Alright, second game on the Saturday. Kilda and West Coast. West Coast. I just said West Coast. Well, West Coast is going to win because Kilda are currently at rock bottom at the moment. And I think West Coast is going to do better. It's at Optus. It's going to be at home. 2, St Kilda's defence is nothing. And I think West Coast's forward is very good. They just need to make sure that they're able to do a lot of points, because I feel like Kilda will be able to score actually unusually a lot against them. So they've got to really kind of work on how they're going to really bash the ball there instead of just bombing it all the time. Don't do what we do. Be smarter. Don't just bomb it, actually pass it around to people, penetrate that line, and get the win. The final game on the Saturday is Richmond and the Cats. And while I think it would be fucking hilarious if Richmond did beat the Cats, making them lose 5 in a row, it's just not going to happen. It's a GMHBA, and Richmond are notoriously trash right now. So I'm going to have to tip Geelong by about 54. I just don't trust anything else at the moment. I know Geelong have got a mad losing streak, but I think it stops here. But if it didn't stop, then they're going to be outside the 8, because they're literally one loss out from losing the potential place in the 8 if some other people win and overtake them. That's a danger. That's a danger. You went in 4 games, you went from top of the ladder, undefeated, to like 5th, and you're in danger of losing a spot in the 8 because of how close it is right now. Man, that's a fall from grace if I ever seen one. Final 2 games on the Sunday. First one, Freo and Melbourne. No. Is this game in Alice Springs? What the hell for? Whatever. If it's in Alice Springs, these two are probably not going to do very well. I'm going to be tipping Freo because I think right now, I don't know, I just think Freo really want something right now, and I think Melbourne, despite being alright at the moment, I don't think that they have proper drive at the minute. I mean, they did lose also to West Coast. In fairness, Freo did too. But nah, I'm going to go tip Freo. This is going to be a close one. Freo by 2. I'm worried. But that's fine. It's okay. It's okay to be worried. Shit yourself when you go around to the next servo or something. It don't matter. It's okay to be worried. In the final game, it's the Suns and Essendon. At People First, I'm going to tip the Suns. I know I keep tipping them, but it's because I want to show support for a team I like. They're cool. They need to do better. And because I think Essendon are shaky. Plus, I think they will do pathetically at People First, while Suns will really pummel them. I'm going to actually go Suns by 39. Let's make this a margin cop for this one as well. Put in a comment if you know how they're going to win, if you're a time traveller, or if you want to just wing it and go, fuck it, Essendon by 99. You can do either or. If you can do the first one, please let me know. I want to steal that secret off you. But I'll give you a shout out if you do end up getting the closest. It's alright. Just make sure to actually put it in this time, because I will give you a good pat on the back. Huzzah. There you go. Final game done. I have no more to do. That's it, because there's only 7 games. The bye rounds have started, as I said before. The bye time, you know? Well, that's it. No more from me. Well, other than the fact that I need to ask you to click that button, red or white. Starts with an S, ends with an subscribe. Please do. It's very cool. Also, click button. You'll feel like that later. Maybe. I'm not really a doctor, but I'll tell you, you will feel like that if you do click that. You probably enjoyed something at least. If you click this, you're a fool. But that's fine. No more from me. Get out of my house.